So I did watch the night one or part one of WrestleMania last night, and there were some great matches, and then there were some not so great matches. But the fact of the matter is there was one match that I thought stood out above all other matches last night, and that was AJ Styles versus The Undertaker. I'm not gonna talk about every single match that happened over the course of of the 3 hours that I was on last night. I just want to focus on that one match that happened last night. Actually, there's technically two. The Braun Strowman versus Bill Goldberg match was actually pretty good. And, look, I want to go into depth on those two matches. So, there's going to be spoilers over the next, over the entirety of this video. So if you did not watch WrestleMania Part 1, Day 1, whatever you want to call it, I would highly recommend you don't watch, at least for the first portion of this video. I might talk about something else later, but that's just what I'm going to say. And then I'm going to go into who I think might win tonight of the matches that I want to watch. So let's dive into it. Bill Goldberg versus Braun Strowman. It was pretty... For the first, I'd say 5 minutes, it was all Goldberg. And then after that 5 minutes, it was all Braun Strowman, and he won the Universal title. And it was 4 spears, 3 or 4 spears from Goldberg. And then it was 4 power slams by Braun Strowman that put Goldberg away. Now, I know that sounds... It could be considered a squash match because Goldberg did get squashed. Even though he hit 3 spears on him and Strowman just kept getting up and getting back. He almost hit the jackhammer power slam. But he couldn't get him up. So I think that's what the plan was, but I'm not 100% sure. And then the Undertaker versus AJ Styles in a boneyard match. That match had everything with it. It had sinister things going on all the time, and it was a great match all the way through. The entrances were great. You got to see The Undertaker come out on his motorcycle one last time to do the American Badass the character he played back in the mid to late 90s. And then you got AJ Styles. He almost beat him, but he didn't beat him. It was Undertaker that came away with the win and buried AJ Styles in a boneyard. It was a very great match. So now, let's talk about tonight's matches. Okay, the ones I'm really looking forward to are John Cena versus The Fiend in a Funhouse Firefly, whatever that match that could be, whatever that means. The other matches I'm looking forward to, there's only 2 really that I'm really looking forward to, and that is the Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. I'm going to give you my predictions after I talk a little bit about them. And the Edge versus Randy Orton last man standing match. Now, these 3 matches could be, the ones that steal the show because these are all, legends of the industry. If you think about it, Brock Lesnar's been around for 18 years. Almost 20 years. John Cena's been around for the exact same time because they came up into WWE or whatever it was called back in the day together. Randy Orton came up that same year. And Edge has been around for 20 plus years. So, all these guys are legends. All these guys are Hall of Famers in my opinion. Except for Drew McIntyre, which I'm going to get to that match first. I believe that Drew McIntyre is not going to hit just 1, not just 2, not just 3, not just 4, but 5 claymores to beat Brock Lesnar and win the WWE Championship tonight on the second night of WrestleMania. And as far as this goes, I think John Cena, he ends his career on a high note. I believe that this is his last match that he will ever compete in at WrestleMania or otherwise. Unless something miraculously happen and he could win his 17th title, have a 17th title reign, and beat Ric Flair's championship reign in the next year or two. But other than that, I think this is his last match that he will ever compete in at WrestleMania. That's just my humble opinion. I think that he will destroy the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. I believe that with all my heart. Now I know every other person on this planet is going to say that the Fiend, Bray Wyatt's going to win this match, but John Cena has time and time again proved all of his critics wrong. He's beaten great competitors in the WWE. He's beaten the likes of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton, I mean, the list is endless. He's even beat Brock Lesnar. I mean, the only downfall he had was last year at WrestleMania when he lost to The Undertaker in a squash match. I believe that he will get redemption this year. And he lost to The Rock, but he also beat him the very next year. So, I believe that John Cena wins this match in a definitive way. I don't know what this Funhouse Firefly match is, or Firefly Funhouse match is, but I believe John Cena can win it. Even though it is in the Fiend's backyard, whatever that means, I believe it's going to be John Cena coming out on top. Now, for the final match that I'm really looking forward to, it's going to be interesting because you got an icon versus an icon in Edge versus Randy Orton. The last match they will ever have together. They're calling this the end of a chapter or the end of an era, just like it was when Triple H and Undertaker fought at WrestleMania 26 and 27, I believe, back-to-back years. And this is a last man standing match. Now, I don't know how well, Edge's neck's going to hold up. I mean, he did have 2 surgeries, maybe 3 surgeries to repair his neck. But in my mind, I'm thinking, what can Edge do to win this match? He could use the concerto. He can hit an RKO on Randy Orton like he did like a couple weeks ago on Raw. He could hit like 5 spears and I don't even know if that would put him down, put Randy Orton down for the 10 count. Now, my input on this is that Edge will win this match some way, somehow. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I feel like he can do it. I know Randy Orton is great. I know Edge is great. It's just I don't know what's going to happen. So, and let's go back to last night's WrestleMania night. I did picture Becky Lynch beating Shayna Baszler, and that's exactly what happened. She beat her 1-2-3 in the middle of the ring, and Becky Lynch is still the Raw Women's Champion. Now, there are 2 women's championship matches tonight between Bayley, Naomi, Tamina Snuka, Sasha Banks, Lacey Evans, and I think there's one, and I think there's like 5 women in that match, and then their other match is Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the NXT Championship. I don't know anything. I don't know who's going to come out of those matches. I'm hoping it's Charlotte Flair, and I'm hoping it's it could be Tamina Snuka. She could win her first singles title big title in a match like that. But that's just me. So I gave you my input. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Today's going to be, I think today is going to be finish up these last 2 loads I have to do for, for me, which is, the clothes I do with cold wash, and then my socks, and then that's it. And then I'm hoping and praying I can, I'm almost done with my house in Minecraft. I'm not going to show you what it is, what it looks like. And then I'm going to probably travel to the Nether and fight off some bad guys, and hopefully things will, work out and I can be the best version of myself in the Nether portal. But first I have to finish my house. I at least finish the floor that I'm doing before I even travel there, which is the stone portion of stone floor. I'm almost done with that. I've got maybe like between 5 and 10 rows of the ceiling left to do. Everything else is done. And then it's probably going to another portal. And then I'm going to be watching a lot of YouTube videos as well. So, I gave you my insight of what I saw last night at WrestleMania that I really liked with the Undertaker and AJ Styles and the Goldberg Braun Strowman match. And then tonight I give you an insight of what I think will happen in the 3 matches I'm looking forward to most, which is Orton, Edge, Cena, Fiend, and Lesnar, McIntyre. So I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog, which will be 11 days from my birthday. 11 days. Because today's the 5th. I will see you tomorrow. I hope you have an amazing day. Whatever you're doing at home, keep doing it and stay inside and wash your hands and do all that stuff. You guys don't need me to preach that every single day, but I have to preach it because I want this virus to die as quickly as possible and stay dead. And that's just me. And have an amazing birthday, whatever age you're celebrating this year. And like I said, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.